So very good afternoon to you all. Dear students, this is Dr. Jana from CS department, and you are most welcome to this course on artificial intelligence. Dear friends, as you know, during this lockdown period, the entire intellectual people, they are shifting to online courses. They are upgrading themselves using various technologies, various videos and other things. So we are planning for a discipline like artificial intelligence and data science. That is the reason number one. And the reason number two why we are introducing these online videos for you. Most of the computer science and other branch of engineering students, they are going for projects on data science, they are going for projects on machine learning, deep learning. So you will be glad to know that all these concept what you are learning, the foundation goes back to the artificial intelligence. Okay. So in this artificial intelligence, you will be astonished to know that it is not a new concept. It goes back to the year 1940s, where a handful of scientists from variety of fields like mathematics, like psychology, like engineering, economics and political science, they began to discuss the possibility of creating an artificial brain. So this is the things it started in 1940, and this field of artificial intelligence research was founded as an academic discipline in the year 1956. So these are the year when it started. The first application we can see the Turing's test. What do we say? In 1950, Alan Turing published a landmark paper in which he speculated about the possibility of creating machine that can think. The main purpose of here in artificial intelligence, we make the machine think like a human being and respond and act according to the situation. Okay. But here, what Alan Turing, he published that paper. The main problem was about that thinking part, and it was very difficult to define and devise his famous Turing test. And if a machine could carry on a conversation over a teleprinter that was indistinguishable from a conversation with a human being, then it was reasonable to say that the machine was thinking. That means one part the customer is speaking, and the other end the machine is only responding, and the customer is in the illusion that another person is talking to him. Okay, when it is successful, then because he talking means when you are asking some question, computer should be able to respond that one, or when you are telling something, he has to understand and respond that thing. So all the things it was we thought that then only we can say that the machine has some thinking, and the simplified version of that problem allowed Turing to argue convincingly that a thinking machine, okay, the Turing machine also we call it as a thinking machine. It was at least plausible, and the paper answered all the most common objections to the propositions. Okay, this was the thing it was done. So in the year 1950, and the Turing test was the first serious proposal in the philosophy of artificial intelligence. Okay, now next we go for this game development in artificial intelligence. In the year 1951, using the Ferranti Mark I machine of the University of Manchester, Christopher Starchy wrote a checkers program, and Dietrich Prince wrote one for chess also. Okay, and Arthur Samuel's checker program developed in the middle of 1950s and early of 1960s. They eventually achieved sufficient skill to challenge a respectable amateur. Okay, then game AI would continue to be used as a measure of progress in artificial intelligence throughout the history. So these are some of the things. Then the some other important thing here, I'll say you here. One conference was held, what we call it as the Dartmouth Conference in 1956. Dartmouth Conference in 1956. So this actually it was the birth of artificial intelligence, and was the moment that artificial intelligence gained its name, its mission, its first success, and its major players, and is widely considered the birth of artificial intelligence. Okay, here Marvin Minsky, John McCarthy, and two senior scientists, Claude Shannon and Nathan Rochester of IBM, they were involved there. And the proposal for the conference included the assertions that every aspect of learning or any other features of intelligence can be so precisely described that a machine can be made to simulate it. That is the main proposition in these things. Okay. The next thing was the reasoning as such. Many early artificial intelligence programs use the same basic algorithm to achieve some goal like winning a game or proving a theorem. They proceeded step by step towards by making a move, because for playing a game we have to make some moves. It is a chess or checker, or a deduction for solving any theorem, as if searching through a maze. We are also using the backtracking wherever they reached a dead end, and this paradigm was called reasoning as research. Okay, so next was the data science and artificial intelligence. Regarding some, because people they confuse artificial intelligence is there, why you go for data science, and data science is there, why you go for artificial intelligence, and both are there, why you go for artificial neural network, and why you go for machine learning, and why again we go for deep learning. See, they have their specific applications. See, if you see artificial intelligence is the superset of all the things, whatever you see, it is the machine learning, is the data science, and what is the algorithm you are using for them. So all the things goes back to the artificial intelligence. Okay, and these two technologies, whatever you say, the data science and artificial intelligence, are the most important technologies in the world today. Okay, while data science make use of artificial intelligence in its operations, but it does not completely represent artificial intelligence. We say data science uses artificial intelligence, but it is not completely artificial intelligence. Whereas artificial intelligence is about imparting autonomy to the data model. Okay, so this is the thing, and with the data science we build models that use statistical insights. So we can use so many statistical things. Okay, on the other hand, artificial intelligence is for building models that emulate cognitions and human understanding. Next point is data science does not involve a high degree of scientific processing as compared to the artificial intelligence. I can say one thing, data science is data based, we need a lot of data and their processing and all things, whereas in artificial intelligence you use a number of algorithm, advanced algorithm, to provide some sort of intelligence to the machine. Okay, that is the key difference. Then one important aspect we come across, that is the natural language. So this is an important goal of artificial intelligence research, and it is to allow computers to communicate in natural language like English. An early success was Daniel Bobro's program like student, which could solve high school algebra and word problems. Okay, so all the things it is already implemented, it is not a proposal. And Joseph Weizenbaum's Elijah could carry out conversations that were so realistic that users occasionally were fooled into thinking they were communicating with a human being and not a program. So who communicated with Elijah, they might can realize and they can understand as if they are talking with a lady. So whatever the question you are asking, she is responding and promptly she is responding. Okay, and with satisfaction. But in fact, Elijah has no idea what she was talking about, and she simply gives a canned response or repeated back what was said to her, rephrasing her response with a few grammar rules, and Elijah was the first chatbot. Okay, so this is the thing related to natural language and processing. Then we go to the micro worlds. So Minsky and Papert built a robot arm that could stack blocks, bringing the blocks to life. And the crowning achievement of this micro world program was Terry Ingrod's Soldu, and it could communicate an ordinary English sentences. It can plan operations and execute them. So these are the some of the applications. Then we come to the robotics. There is a lot of achievement and lot of things there in robotics. And you know, in the near future, the soldiers will be replaced by robots, and the professors also will be replaced by robots. All the factory and companies, all the important and decision taking things will be replaced by this robotics. So let us see the history in Japan. Waseda University initiated the WA boat. That is because it is the name of the university is Waseda. So WA boat, it is just like a boat. That project in 1967, and it has taken 5 years. In 1972 it was completed. The WA boat 1, the world's first full-scale intelligent humanoid robot, or we can say android. Okay. So its limb control systems allowed it to work with the lower limbs and to grip and transport objects with hands using tactile sensors. Its vision systems allowed it to measure distances and directions to objects using external receptors. Artificial eyes and ears also added to that one. And its conversation system allowed it to communicate with a person in Japanese language initially. Now I can communicate in so many languages. This is with an artificial mouth. So these are some of the things in robotics those days, and a lot of progress now. Then we talk about the expert systems. This expert system, which is a branch of this artificial intelligence, so this started in the year of 1980. Okay, we can say it is a form of artificial intelligence program. We call it as the expert system, and it was adopted by corporations around the world, and knowledge became the focus of mainstream artificial intelligence research. The same year, the Japanese government aggressively funded artificial intelligence with its fifth generation computer project. Another encouraging event in the early 1980s was the revival of connectionism in the work of John Hopfield and David Romelhart. And once again, AI had achieved success. And these things what we are discussing is related to the artificial neural network, which was inspired by the neurons of the human brain and their processing power. I have written it here. The development of this practical artificial neural network NN technology started in the year of 1980s. So then on 11th May 1997, Deep Blue became the first computer chess playing system to beat a reigning world chess champion like Garry Kasparov. Everybody, all of you know about the champion of USSR, Russia. The supercomputer was a specialized version of a framework produced by IBM and was capable of processing twice as many moves per second as it had during the first match, which or where the Deep Blue had lost. But in the second match, it won, and it was around 200 lakhs, we can say, of moves per second. And the event was broadcasted live over the internet, and it received over 74 million hits. Just you can imagine. Then in 2005, a Stanford robot won the DARPA Grand Challenge by driving autonomously for 131 miles along an unrehearsed desert trail. And 2 years later, a team from Carnegie Mellon University won the DARPA Urban Challenge by autonomously navigating 55 miles in an urban environment while adhering to the traffic hazards and all the traffic rules or laws. In February 2011, in a Jeopardy quiz show exhibition match, IBM's question answering system Watson defeated the two greatest Jeopardy champions, Brad Rutter and Ken Jennings, by a significant margin. So this is also one of the milestone. Then we talk about the intelligent agent. An intelligent agent is a system that perceives its environment and takes actions which maximize its chances of success. That means what he sees, he observes from that one, and he takes decision automatically. By this definition, simple programs that solve specific problems they are called the intelligent agents, as are human beings and organizations of human beings like the firms. The intelligent agents paradigm defines AI research as the study of intelligent agents. So this is a generalization of some earlier definition of artificial intelligence, and it goes beyond studying human intelligence. It studies all kind of intelligence. Okay. Then if you see the history, in 1968, Arthur C. Clarke and Stanley Kubrick had imagined that by the year 2001, a machine would be existing with an intelligence that matched or exceeded the capability of human beings. But it was not possible because of the computing power and the common sense reasoning. And the character they created, that is a HAL 9000, and it was based on a belief shared by many leading AI researchers that such a machine would exist by the year 2001. But it failed, it was not materialized because of what I told you, that lack of computing power and lack of common sensing those days. And it was predicted using the Moore's law. He predicted that the machine with human level intelligence will appear by 2029. Maybe after that it will exceed the human level knowledge. Then in the evolution came the deep learning, and it is also a branch of machine learning that models high-level abstractions in data by using deep graph with many processing layers. So here in the deep learning, you see, people always confuse about the machine learning and deep learning. So deep learning is a subset of machine learning, where machine learning use artificial neural network with a number of layers of learning or deep layers, then we call it as the deep learning. Okay, so it models high level abstractions in data by using a deep graph with many processing layers. And according to the universal approximation theorem, deepness is not necessary for a neural network to be able to approximate arbitrarily continuous function. Now we also sometimes come across with the big data, because all are interrelated. So people always confuse about big data, what is the bigness there, what is the smallness there. See, nothing like that. There is no hard and fast rule. When it exceeds this much of data, we say it is a big data. When it is less than this, we call it the traditional. It is not like that. So this big data refers to a collection of data that cannot be captured, managed and processed by conventional software tools within a time limit or within a certain time frame. So which cannot be done within these things, those data we call it as the big data. And it is a massive amount of decision making, insight and process optimizations capabilities that require new processing models, okay, new tools. Okay, artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science that attempts to understand the essence of intelligence and produce a new intelligence machine that responds in a manner similar to human intelligence. Research in this area includes robotics, speech recognition, image recognition, natural language processing and expert systems. So if you see a comparison here, and if you take some factors like scope, type of data, tools you are using, the applications, and here it is data science and here it is artificial intelligence. You see, data science, it involves various underlying data operations, data and its operations. But here in artificial intelligence, you will see a number of algorithms like machine learning algorithm. Then type of data, here it can be structured and unstructured, but in artificial intelligence, standardize the form of embedding the vectors, embedding and vectors. Okay, tools you are using, especially in data science, we use R, Python, etc. Whereas in artificial intelligence, we will be using PyTorch, TensorFlow, Maud, like that, all the things we will be using. And applications, data science application is there is advertising, marketing, internet search engines, we will be using data science. For artificial intelligence, we will be using manufacturing, automation, robotics, transport, healthcare. Okay, so these are the areas. Then we come to the details. Artificial intelligence is the intelligence that is possessed by the machine, and it is modeled after the natural intelligence that is possessed by animals and human beings. Okay, and artificial intelligence makes the use of algorithm to perform autonomous actions, and these autonomous actions are similar to the ones performed by the past, which was successful. The failure things we don't take. And many traditional artificial intelligence algorithms are there. They were explicitly provided the goals, and as was the case in the pathfinding algorithm like A star, AO star algorithm, A algorithm. So these are the algorithms which we will study in detail in third and fourth unit. Recently, many major technology giants like Google, Amazon, Facebook are leveraging artificial intelligence to develop autonomous systems. And the most famous example is that of Google's AlphaGo. And this autonomous Go playing system defeated the KJ, a world's #1 professional in AlphaGo player. And the AlphaGo made use of these artificial neural networks that are modeled after the human neurons that learn information over time and execute actions. Then we go for a data science versus this. Anyway, you are covering now all the things. So we can conclude like this: data science is a comprehensive procedure. Data science is the analysis and study of data, and a data scientist is responsible for making decisions that benefits the companies. And moreover, the role of the data scientist varies with the industry. In the everyday roles, and responsibilities of a data scientist. The main requirement is to pre-process data, that is performing data cleaning and transformations. We will study in detail about this, what about this data cleaning and what is this transformations. He then analyzes the pattern in the data and uses visualization techniques to draw graphs that underlines the analytical procedures. Then he develops prediction models that find the likelihood of the occurrence of future events. Okay. Then coming to the artificial intelligence is a tool for data scientists. The data science, they can use this artificial intelligence as a tool. Okay. For a data scientist, artificial intelligence is a tool or a procedure. This procedure sits at top of the other methodologies used for analyzing the data. And a data scientist, on the other hand, helps the company and business to make careful data-driven decisions. Okay. Okay. A data scientist is responsible for extracting data using SQL and NoSQL, that is the structured query language, all the queries, cleaning various anomalies in the data, analyzing the patterns in data, and applying predictive models to generate future insights. Clear? And furthermore, based on the requirement, a data scientist also makes use of AI tools like deep learning algorithm, perform rigorous classification and prediction on the data provided. Okay. Now we go for the key differences between data science and artificial intelligence. We can summarize it like this: data science is a comprehensive process that involves pre-processing, analysis, visualizations and prediction. On the other hand, artificial intelligence is the implementation of predictive model to forecast future events. Second point, data science comprises of various statistical techniques, whereas AI makes use of computer algorithms. Coming to the third, tools involved in data science are a lot more than the ones used in artificial intelligence. This is because data science involves multiple steps for analyzing data and generating insights from it. Fourth point, data science is about finding hidden patterns in the data or lost pattern, and AI is about imparting autonomy to the data models. And the fifth point, with data science we build models that use statistical insights. On the other hand, artificial intelligence is for building models that emulate cognitions and human understanding. The last point, the data science does not involve a high degree of scientific processing as compared to the artificial intelligence. I think with this we have covered the basics and most fundamental things of artificial intelligence. I hope as you come to know this number of applications and area of applications of artificial intelligence, so everybody will be interested, and this video especially is targeted for the BTech students of all the branch of engineering, because artificial intelligence is a tool, it can be applied to all branch of engineering, and it is also applicable to young researchers and scientists who are planning or taking up projects or research in the area of either machine learning, deep learning, data sciences or artificial intelligences. I wish you all the best, and I will be in touch with you from Monday onwards. There will be classes on artificial intelligence from 10 to 11 a.m. I will be taking these classes. It may be 40 to 45 minutes or more, and there can be question answer and doubt clearance also. So I wish you all the best, and you take care of your health and undertake a number of like these technologies, upgrade your skills, and wish you all the best. Thank you all for watching this video.